Well, guys, my home in Onomichi, my rental here, I'm almost done with this location. In this time of my life, I've got just a few things left that are drying outside. And there's my bicycle, which is another thing I have to move. It's a little disorganized inside right now because I'm not only cleaning and packing and moving, but also trying to organize the little bit of trash that's left so I can toss it out. And you can still see that I've got a few things here to pack. I've got my shoes. I'm actually about to put all of my shoes here into a box. This pair here is not mine. It belongs to my girl. But she left these behind when she went to Kagoshima. But anyway, whew, man, I am exhausted. My friend from Indonesia, his name is Fadil. Fadil came over last weekend. You know, it was Golden Week this week. He came over, I would basically say Sunday. He stayed with me all day Sunday. We ate together and then we loaded up all the heavy stuff, all of the main heavy stuff, and took it out over the course of 2 days, Sunday and Monday. He had to go back to work on Tuesday. So from Tuesday until now, I've just been kind of packing and getting things ready. And most of the heavy stuff is out right now. I still have a couple more things like my little computer desk and my laptop, one chair, which I'm using for the computer right now, so I haven't moved it, the microwave, and a few boxes. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look. So, where am I headed? To Toyosaka. Back to Toyosaka. Whew. Okay. All right, like I said, I wanted to grab my shoes here and throw them in a box. So I think probably one of these boxes here is just about the right size. Toss that right in there. But as you can see, it's kind of messy because I've been just throwing things around here and there. And keep in mind that a lot of the stuff that's here is not mine. It was just here in this house before. When I moved in, they gave me a discount because the people who lived here before, they had left many things behind. So what I have left to do in this room, all of the big stuff is gone. And there were a couple of big tables. They're gone. The dining room table is out of the kitchen. The chairs, many big things are gone, rugs, etc. There are a few other things like I have to get this rug here, probably get that today. And this really big rug, I'll get that later after this room is kind of cleaned up. I'm going to use the vacuum to vacuum them and then I'll pick them up. You can see in there, I've got my one chair and the desk, computer desk, and my mattress, my bed mattress on the floor. That will all go last because all of that stuff I am still using. In here, this room does have a bed mat. My girl was here staying, and I let her use this room. And then whenever Fadil came over, he stayed here and slept here one night. But this mat belongs with the bed upstairs, so I'm not taking that. I'm leaving that behind. The kitchen also is in disarray, but as I said, most of this stuff is not mine, so I'm leaving most of it. But I am trying to organize a little bit with the plastic bottles, the metal cans, the uh, plastic wrappers, the glass bottles, etc. Trying to organize all that. But like all this here, none of this is going. That's not going. Um, you could say that most of this stuff you see right here is not going. It's just trash, and I'm just trying to organize it for the trash. And then the microwave is going, and I haven't decided yet if I'm taking that microwave stand. I probably won't. I don't think that I need this. The water kettle on top, I'm also going to take, but I'm leaving the microwave in the kettle for now because I'm still sleeping here. And I've got some of these low carb microwave dinners, plus I make coffee and tea, so I need that. On the kitchen sink, there all of this stuff here are my spices and health stuff, and that's all ready to go. Everything that's mine that was in the cabinets is all out of the cabinets. and all of the dishes are already washed and packed. I only left out a few little things. There is a dish dryer right there. I'll be taking that with me. I cleaned it up last night to let it dry out overnight. I'm probably going to grab that now. I think that I can grab that and one of these rugs, my shoes, and I guess that's about it. Carrying all this stuff has been difficult for a couple of reasons. Because I have anemia that is caused by this stupid tumor. Um, just holding something, even holding the phone right now with one arm, it makes my arm very tired. So you can imagine holding a box for more than 30 seconds or so gets to be pretty tiring, and then carrying it from here uphill to the van, whew, even harder. And I'm about to show you that walk in just a second. Okay, I've got that first rug and about 3 pairs of shoes in this box. Let's see if I can manage to grab it. It's not too heavy, it's just bulky. Try to grab it with one arm and put it under my shoulder, under my arm, rather. I'll show you the walk from here out to the van, because I can't just walk right out the front door and load the van. Oh, there's a salamander right there. That's a big one. Did you see that? Did you guys see that on the camera? That was a monster. All right. When the Shinkansen is going by, you can see it through the houses that way. I'm already starting to lose my grip on this box. It's sliding down my side. Ah, man. So I got to walk all the way up here to this intersection. This is uphill. I'm walking very slowly, but it is not easy. And then there's my van. You can see it right there. I got the doors open. I'm not actually supposed to park there. It's somebody else's parking spot. But because it's a weekday and I'm only parking there temporarily to load my van, it's okay. I gotta go around to the other side though, or maybe in the back is okay. I'll just put that right there. The box just came open. That's nice. Oh my gosh. Whew. I forgot I have these extra boxes in the back. I brought them back from the old Kominka, just in case I need them. Okay, I closed the box back and put it right there. As you can see, I've got all sorts of stuff in there, and that front area is almost full. I've got a little bit more room for another box here and a couple more things here. I forgot to put my sunglasses on. It's too bright out here. It's a beautiful day, right? Nothing but blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. Nice cool breeze, a little warm. I'm going to try to get these boxes, see if I can carry them with one hand. The good thing is I can set them down and take a break if I need to. Just from that one walk, my head is pounding. Man, I can't wait to get better. I can't wait to be strong again. Healthy, strong, good blood flow. That's what I want. Oh, man. Yeah. Whew. My hand is so tired. It's so much effort for my body to replenish the oxygen. The energy just disappears so fast. I had to just kind of shove these boxes in as soon as I came in the door here. Whew. All right. I think I got a few more pairs of shoes and a few other things I can toss into a box. And I think that's going to be it for the last bit that I'm taking out today. Okay. That's all for now. I was thinking about trying to get my rocking chair, and I realized I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get it fit in there, even though I have a little bit of room. That's just for boxes, and I could get a little bit more packed and take with me, but you know, I need the rest and a nice relaxing drive out to the Kominka before unloading this stuff. It's fine for me. Well, it's a decent load. How long did it take? Let me take a look at my clock here. That's actually not too bad. It took me less than an hour to get all of that stuff loaded, so not bad. I took it as easy as possible so as not to overexert myself. I am doing a keto diet at the moment, so I am restricting my carbs and sugars. Less than 15 carbs per meal, less than 50 or 45 roundabout carbs per day. So my body is still adjusting to that. Once my body really adjusts to the keto and I start to feel a little better, I'm going to do some fasting again. But unlike last time, I'm really trying to prepare my body for that so that I'm ready for it. And I plan to be out of this house right over here. Right there, that's my rental. That's where I've been renting for the past year. I plan to be out of there in the next few days. I'm not going to do any kind of long conversation while I'm driving. If I have anything important that I need to tell you guys, I'll update it in just a minute. I'll add that to the video, but I do have a surprise for you. I'm looking forward to sharing with you when I get out to the Kominka. So let's go ahead and get on the road, shall we? Yeah, on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Yes, I know I'm butchering the song, but I mean, let's be honest. Come on. The original's not that great. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Well, it's kind of like I said, I'm not going to be making a road trip video, so I'm not going to record much here. I just want to let you guys know it's going to take about 1 hour to go from here all the way out to my Kominka. Today's plan is pretty simple. Take the remainder of these items out to the house, unload them, and start to clear a space for myself, get my space cleaned up. You know what? I could have brought the vacuum cleaner. I don't know why I didn't do that. Could have brought the vacuum cleaner so that I could vacuum the bedroom. But it's okay. I don't necessarily have to do that today. One of the main things I have to do is kind of a surprise. Looking forward to revealing that to you guys. I need to get that set up as quickly as possible to make sure that everything's working all right. And once that is, we'll be living easy, living greasy, Japanesey. Oh, nobody sitting next to me, nobody to hold hands with. Where are you, girl? Well, there's the house. It looks really beautiful when it's really green or when there's lots of snow. When everything is dead and brown, it doesn't look as nice. There's some beautiful purple flowers right there. It looks like the trees here are blooming. Yeah, there's a one tree right there in the back. You can barely see it. It's dead. It needs to come down. This one here is still alive. It's starting to get some color to it. And of course, the big tree in front of the house is turning all green again. Beautiful. Home sweet home. Typically, the very first thing that I do, as usual, is take my mailbox key and check the mailbox. And it looks like I do have some mail in there. Let's see what we got. If that's what I think it is, I really don't want it. I think this might be my new yearly vehicle tax. Probably going to be about 50,000 yen. Complete ripoff. And some advertisement. That's it. Go ahead and open that up. And I think I'm going to go right in that front door. This is all the stuff, well, some of the stuff that Fadil helped me move. I wanted to keep it off the floor, so I put down my plywood that I had used for my bed in the van. But as you can see, he helped me move several tables. There's a dining room table over there that we moved in, a medium-sized table, a large table, lots of boxes here that we covered up with a rug, and then these large boxes. These have zabuton pillows. These are the large pillows that you sit on. And I am ordering a bed cover for this. This is my new mattress. It was given to me by my German friend Till. Till, if you happen to be watching this, I'll finally put this mattress to some use. Also have it sitting off the floor just to keep it protected. And my goal in the future is to set up this room here as my main room, but there's so much to do in there. What I'm going to do is just go to my old room and clean it up as best I can and use it temporarily until I get this room, the Genkan, and the bathroom cleaned up and ready to go. Okay, so I guess I need to start bringing some stuff in. Hmm. Okay. Okay. All righty. Okay, so all of these boxes right here brought in. The chairs, put one up there, put a couple here, another box of shoes right here, some shoes, my drill, which I might need in just a little bit. I'm going to show you something that I brought out here, a very interesting thing, surprise to show you. Let's try to get to that now. Well, everyone, I made a little bit of a boo-boo when I was putting the boxes in with Fadil. We put my surprise box in the far inside and we put a couple of things on top, and I could dig it out right now, but I think that I should wait until I have more time. Right now it's after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I need to get some lunch. All of the restaurants here seem to be closed right now, and I have a keto diet to worry about, so I need to make a pit stop in Saijo to eat there. But I can tell you what the surprise is, just to let you know. Recently, someone did come out, a small crew came out and cut the grass. It is starting to kind of grow again, but it is very manageable now for me. I can take my string trimmer and come out here and cut right now, but the stuff that they cut, they did pile it up, so it needs to be burned. But the good, you can see like there's a pile right there, there's a pile right there, there's another pile all the way around. There's a pile. I'll show you. I'm looking forward to getting all this cleaned up. It looks so much more manageable now than it did before. But yeah, they they really did a pretty good job of chopping all this stuff down to where it's more manageable. Man, that is a beautiful bush. I love it during this time of year. It when it blooms, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I wish it were like this all year long. There's a big bumblebee right there. He's just hanging around me. I guess he's waiting to see what I will do, but I'm not interested in him. There's my waterway that needs to be plugged up. I really wanted to show you just where they cut the grass over here and they piled it up so that I can burn it later. So they actually cut all of this around here, which is great. Now it's going to make it easier for me to get rid of all this trash. And over here, after they cut everything all the way to the wall, they piled up all of the dead stuff right there. So whenever I come back, I can burn that. But real quick, I want us to go around this way. The ground is a little soft right now because it did rain a pretty good bit recently. It's a little squishy. One of the main things I'm really happy that they did was cut down this right here. This thing was just a beast. Just tons and tons of thorns, just a big thorn bush. They cut it down, but as you can see, they cut the grass all the way down to the road on this side of the guest house Kura. And right here basically is the edge of my property. And all of that is what it used to look like right over here before I cut it the first time. But the good thing is that all the way up to the stone wall, you can see the big stones right there. This stone wall goes all the way down behind my property. It's starting to look a little better, a little cleaner out here. I mean, there's some stuff to gather up and throw away. That's true. But, you know, once the grass is all cut down, it looks a lot nicer. So I'm looking forward to getting out here and being able to come out here and clean up and get it looking nice. But one of the first things I'm going to do when I get out here in the next few days is pull all of this junk out, all of this grass that they cut, and burn it. This is the most ideal parking spot for me right here because there's so much room. I think I told you before, the main reason I don't like parking here is, well, there are two reasons, but they're kind of similar. During throughout the course of the year, we'll get some rain, of course, and occasionally some snow. And whenever I park here, parking is not a problem. But if I want to walk from here around here up to the house, all of this is just like a swamp. It becomes like a swamp and it's annoying. The other thing is, I'd really like to back the van up all the way to here. So here's the corner of the guest house Kura, right? What would be really cool is if I could actually bring the van all the way back here. You know, how cool would it be if I could park right here? If I could park right here, I could bring the back of the van all the way up to this covering. And then whenever I go shopping or something like at Costco and I pick up a bunch of stuff, I could put it in the back of the van. And whenever I back up here, I could just unload it straight in there and go in the house. Super easy, right? But the only problem with that is if it's not dry, I would get stuck because right now it's very soft. Pretty sure that my van would start to spin and I would wind up getting stuck. So There is one option though, and that is to put ground grips on my van. It would look a little funny and it would hurt the gas mileage, but there are only two options. One option is to put something down here all the way around to the road, or at least down to here, so that whenever it rains or snows, it doesn't matter. I can still get the van around here. Or to put some kind of ground grips on the van. Those are my options. I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. My original plan was to pull my Starlink system out. That was my big surprise. I actually am going to have high-speed internet now out here at the Kominka with my Starlink internet. Yeah, they cut all of this again in front of the guest house Kura. That's great. I just have to get out here and burn it all, get rid of those tires. Yeah. It's so quiet out here, right? Just the rice fields. Only one neighbor who lives here full time. She's on the other side of the house, on the other side there. I'm moving a little slow right now, not too much energy. Part of that is anemia, but the other part is me changing my diet to a keto. My body is getting used to that. It's adjusting and getting used to the lack of sugar. And that's pretty much the reason why I'm so weak and tired right now. But as soon as this feeling starts to subside a little bit, like I said earlier, I'm going to do a little fasting. And then I hope that my energy level starts to go back up. I can improve a little bit my health. My strength gets better. I am not on insurance anymore, so I stopped the cancer medication. I think I have one pill left, but I think I will take that 3 days later, and then that will be the last one. I do take blood thinners every day still. I still need those. Until I can improve the blood flow of my body, I need to keep taking the blood thinners. So, luckily, those are not too expensive. I've got an appointment coming up in a couple of weeks with my doctor. He's going to check my blood, throw me some more blood thinners, and then that'll pretty much be it. Maybe I can limit the amount of times I need to go to the doctor because that's kind of pricey without insurance. A couple of motorcycles running through. All right. There's my mail and my cheese. This, by the way, is a good luck charm that my former colleague and mentor, my senpai at the junior high school, Ogawa-san, or who we call affectionately Ogati. Ogati senpai, if you happen to be watching this video, I'm still using that lucky charm you gave me. I carry it with me everywhere. I used to carry it in my backpack, but I switched it to my keychain. It's a good luck charm for if you're riding a bicycle or traveling or driving or something like that. It's supposed to help keep you safe. It's done a pretty good job so far. Anyway, mission accomplished. Everything is out. Everything is in the house. And now I can head to Caesarea, a very cheap Italian restaurant where I can have myself a nice chicken salad, some maybe either some greens, dark greens, or some chicken, or maybe both, and some coffee, water, lemon water. Nice keto lunch, and hopefully they have the soup out today. I want to get some of that soup, some of that broth soup. Thank you guys for watching. I love you very much. I'm going to end it here. Not much else to say. I tried to shoot this video in a style that would be quite easy to edit and kind of interesting. And I hope so anyway. But like I said, that's all for now. Looking forward to being back out here and providing you guys with some updates. Got a lot of stuff to go on. I didn't really go into a lot of that today, but the main information is the Starlink set. I need to get that hooked up as quickly as possible so I can test it out, make sure everything is running well. After that, I can cancel my NTT fiber optic internet service in Onomichi. Go ahead and get myself out here. I've got a plan for a temporary septic system, and I'll share that also with you later. I've got several things to work out and figure out, and it's a little tricky and it's taken some time, but I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Anyway, we'll get to that. I'll let you know about those updates and all of those things because I've got a toilet to hook up, a sink, a kitchenette, a bathtub and shower. I've got a water system, a water pump to hook up, well water to check. I've got to get my gas regoing. I've got the gas out here. I've got to get it reconnected, and the temporary septic system. I've got to get my bedroom cleaned out, and ready to sleep in. Got to get the internet going. It's just a lot of things, a lot of cleaning. There's a ton of cleaning, and right now I don't have anybody out here to help me. So if you've got free time and you can get to Hiroshima, you're welcome to come out and help. That's all for now. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Jane.